It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Hey you, 7 a.m. on the dot. I'm not in a drop top. I'm on the laptop. Got the community rocking with me early in the morning today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. I'm about to send a red alert out to my team, man. I don't know. I think I'm Bobby Brown in it again. I'm a solo artist again. Put a little text message out. I don't know what's going on with the team. Put a little thing out there, y'all. Up. What's good? I'm in a super good mood. Unlike yesterday, everything's running smooth, and even if it doesn't run smoothly, I've learned my lesson. Let's get the community popping. Let's get everybody good morning, Queen Born, good morning. Jeanette, good morning. Yo, call your, what's up with Jay? What's really good with Jay? Where's he at? Hopefully he'll pop up in here. Let me get the good mornings out the way. RG Parker, Afro Queen. I see y'all. Everybody saying good morning to each other. Don't forget, if you're brand new, let me know you brand new so we can give you the love and show you what the Takeover Legend community does when we get a brand new slick talker in here. And understand, if you got some slick talk, we got no problem with the slick talk. We got no problem. We welcome. This is the safe space. You can say what you want. It could be it may not even be something nice to me. Just do it. Just let it be said. Craig, what up, Craig? We got a meeting on Saturday. Shout out to my man, Craig. We got some things percolating in the Jersey area. How was my yesterday? How was my night last night? Let me tell you something. Let me give you a quick little story. You know, I'm long-winded, so hold tight. Let me tell y'all something. Doing comedy shows me the great side of human beings. I think the most amazing thing about my job is that I can get on stage and get authentic laughter out of people. I love giggles. I love hard laughs. I love the people who put their laughs in their mouth. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe. Oh, Jay Black's in the building. What up, Jay Blizzy?
What it do?
All right.
Hump day.
One of the squares got in here. All right, let's put one of the squares. Round of applause. Jay Black is in the building, y'all. Yes, he is. So what I was saying was, one of the great things about doing comedy is that I love your laughter. I love the person who laughs loud. I love the person who giggles. I love the person who pushes the person next to him when they laugh. And I love the person who puts the laugh in their hand and they like embarrassed. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm laughing at that. I can't believe I'm laughing at that. It's the beauty of being that version of customer service. A comedian, we're in the customer service business. We really are. Like we are there to entertain you.
Okay.
But the flip side is when you work at a job that I work at and you deal with the other customer service. People, listen to me. If you ever go to a UPS mail store, listen to me. When I'm helping you, I don't get any commission on anything I sell you. I get no bonuses on anything I sell you. No bonuses. I don't get 10% for nothing. Whatever I sell you, I sell you. Okay. Whatever rules I tell you have to be followed. We're not created by me. Trust me, little old me ain't had nothing to do with $100 million industry. I had nothing to do with this. So when you come and you bring a return in and you show me the QR code, let me walk you through this. I beep the QR code. I go, boop. Beep. The QR code then tells me all the information that I need to ship this. The QR code says that when you made this return, you picked Kohl's, Whole Foods, Staples or the UPS store. So all it tells me goes on the screen. When I go boop and it says you picked Whole Foods, and I say, Miss, this has to go to Whole Foods. You picked Whole Foods. And you say, no, I didn't. Bitch, I'm reading what you picked. So when I say you picked Whole Foods and you go, no, I didn't. And I say, I don't say nothing. I go, well, it says Whole Foods on the computer. I'm not even going back and forth with you telling you made an error. I'm just going, I'm telling you what the computer says. You picked Whole Foods, but I didn't. So I don't understand why your computer would say that. Miss, the computer said Whole Foods. I don't know what to say, but I didn't pick it. I didn't say you did. I just said the computer is saying you did. That's all I'm saying. All I can read is read what is on the screen. And then after I tell you, you can change it, but I didn't pick it. But you can't change it. Yes, but why would I change something that I didn't pick? Okay, well, we can't return this here. When you walk off and you change it, which means you actually saw what you did wrong, you could at least have the decency to say, my bad. I did choose it. I was in a rush. Now, what you don't need to do is double down on your attitude because you made the fucking mistake.
You called him out on it.
And Jay, to my credit, I did not call you out. I never said you made a mistake. I never said you chose the wrong thing. All I said is what the computer is saying is that you have picked the wrong one. This is what the computer is saying, not Michael Adorno. I'm not Michael Shawn at this point, not Michael Adorno. I'm just saying. And you double down with the attitude till now, I have to double down with how nice I'm going to be with you. And that is going to annoy you even worse. Because when you come back, now I'm going to ask how your day is going. What plans do you have? It's sunny outside. And you're going to ask me with one word answers or whatever. But I don't give a fuck. Because I'm going to continue to be nice. You're not going to get me off my square. You will not. So, people, if you make a mistake and you're the one who made the mistake, even if you don't want to address it, don't bring more attitude to the game.
Accountability is tough for people. I saw a meme that said accountability feels like an attack. Like when you don't, yeah. So right. They feel like I can't believe you. No, it's just take accountability for it. Let's move on. Clearly, you hit the wrong button.
Clearly. And then if you catch me in the right mood, and this is all caught on tape, but we're not allowed to use any tape that is caught on in the store. This is caught on tape. I literally apologized for the computer. I would like to apologize. When the lady, I said, I would like to.
This computer misunderstood what your brain was.
These computers, and I said, these computers are not what they used to be. These computers ain't been raised the same. They ain't had the same home training. I don't know what it is about these computers. And I'm going to turn it into an act because I got to be there for 9 hours. So I might as well enjoy myself. I used to hate those customers, but I was slightly passive aggressive. They would be extra nice afterwards. And some of them do realize after and this is the technique. This is the great thing about being a comedian. If the people around you start laughing, you either need to walk out or you got to start laughing at yourself. And I've had many circumstances where the other line started giggling at what I'm saying. I'm trying to be nice, people. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to get y'all where y'all got to go. I'm trying to get you in and out as fast as possible. If you want to have small talk, we can have small talk. But I can't hold up my line with the small talk. I got to say, oh, it was so nice talking to you, but, got to go. When I say it was so nice talking to you, have a great day. Some of y'all are lonely. I get some of y'all lonely. Y'all use the UPS store as Tinder. Y'all need somebody to talk to. And I get it. I don't understand how lonely you are. If it's not busy, I will get into the conversation. I will talk to you. But that is my day from yesterday. Wow. It was great. It was great.
Working with the public. Working with the public. Don't forget March 21st, the Newark Symphony Hall, Bob Sumner. I reached out to Bob. I told him the segment. Bob has been under the weather. The segment is Bob Sumner, Everything Comedy. So we're going to see if that's going to pop off tomorrow. I will get the reply. Hopefully I'll get the reply today. Number one, I hope he's feeling better and all that other good stuff. Jay Black, before I get into all the content I have,
Oh, you got everything. I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm just here. Okay, I'm just gonna be here to do the
your
comments.
nights last night, and how's everything been going? We ain't talked to you since last week. The whole team disappeared. I did say fuck y'all yesterday on the show.
Oh, you did. Hey, solo. Lady Q said, "Why you leave Mike by himself?" I said, "I was up at 4:00 in the morning, and by the time I went to go get on the show, I nodded off, and before I know it, it was 8:30. I've been waking up in the middle of the night, dude, and can't go back to sleep. It almost happened again this morning.
Because you're supposed to go to your doctor and you're supposed to let them know what's going on, because lack of sleep can turn into other things and can make your immune system weaker. And you need to go to the doctor. You need to get a proper prescription. They got stuff that ain't that strong. You won't need nothing strong. I don't need
them. I sleep fine. I just can't stay asleep.
But that's the point. That's the whole thing. You should probably go try the Z-Quels. I told you to try the Z-Quels. They got the gummy Z-Quels that taste like candy. They taste like grape candy. I like it. Gotta watch out. Sometimes I take them as snacks in the middle of the day and I forget they Z-Quels. But you need to get that popping because sleep is important. Y'all, sleep is important.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What else?
Everything's good though. Work, family, good. Everybody good. Trying to think. The baby's good. My boy's good. Everybody good. Everybody chilling. No complaints. Everybody healthy.
Listen, you ain't got nothing to stress. What you stressing?
There's nothing to stress. Knock on wood, believe it or not. I mean, I keep getting this warning light on my car saying my maintenance is coming up. I got to get my oil changes. I guess that every so many miles.
Yeah, you might as well knock that out.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning.
I got to get brakes. That's why I shot to Craig on here. Craig, I got to order. I'm ordering the brakes on my own. Then I'm taking them to you to get them put on there. Save a little bit of money.
Hey, I like that. Yeah, because you save a lot of money.
Because off the door, you go to the dealership, it's $700 off the muscle.
Easy.
Off the muzzle, $700.
Just to connect the diagnostic. We need this. Brakes. Oh, you're gonna need brake pads, rotors. You're gonna do this. We gotta rotate this. Matter of fact, and your windshield wipers. We need to change out them wipers. What? Come on. You don't just put these front pads on to keep it pushing.
They tried to get me on the oil change with the window wipers. I said, dog, first of all, I know you're lying because I just got these window wipers, but I know you said, this is just a precautionary thing. We think maybe you need to. No, I don't, because no, stop playing with me. So that's good. That's good. We don't know if Sexy Mo's gonna pop in. I don't know if C Chunk's gonna pop in. I put
shout out to Sexy Moto. I know she put an order in with wokeupinspired.com. Mo, your order going out today. Lady Q told me you put an order in, so
you might want to put
busy.
You might want to put an order in on getting to the show. Put that order in.
Mo got a lot going on. She's speaking engagement.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck. I cursed y'all out yesterday. I said, fuck them. I said they not going. They don't understand. I'm getting real comfortable doing this shit by myself. I'm getting really comfortable doing this shit by myself.
You did another link or something. I said, what's going on with Mike?
That's what led up the frustration, because I put 2 links by mistake, and so I had to take it down. I had to redo a link, send it back out. And then I was frustrated. And that's when I said, fuck them. They want me to be Bobby Brown solo. I'll be Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown popped off. My prerogative popped off heavy. Speaking of Bobby Brown, I'm excited that Bobby Brown has his movie coming out. And I like the way Bobby Brown did it. If you watch the New Edition original movie, the series, it was great. Yeah. But now I'm going to tell you the other part of when I took off. And I really want to see it. And it looks like the same actor who played Bobby Brown in New Edition is going to play him in the Bobby Brown. Okay. So they're not even changing actors. That's what it looks like.
It's a familiarity. Well, being familiar with that actor that played that's smart.
So that's going to be pretty dope. So much. Hey,
he had it all effed up yesterday.
Yeah, it was all effed up. The first 28 minutes, I had to make an emergency phone. Oh, so yesterday, Jay Black missed everything. Yeah, I shouldn't even tell his ass.
What? You got an emergency phone call.
So yesterday there was a No Squares were here, and I was like, you know what? I should send the link to Shawnee Scott.
Desperate times stuff. No. Wow. Shawnee ain't messing with you like that. Get out of here.
Until Shawnee jumped on the comments.
Oh, she got in the comments yesterday. Yesterday's show. I gotta go back now.
On that motherfucking comment.
I'm going to YouTube now. Look, which link was it? You had
then all our shady, slick talking community workers here, our community were like, yeah, bring her on, Mike. Stop punking out, bring her on. And you know, Random Rick was like, we can get the reprom pop.
I knew Randy was gonna bring up the reprom.
And they was like, yo, get her on. And then I was like, no, she's in the industry. She's in the industry. She's in the radio industry. So she's busy right now. Yes. And then she popped on. She said, I'll answer all the questions. And then that's when the slick talk really started.
In the comments.
In the comments.
Wow.
Then I don't know if it was Queen Born 9 or Afro Queen. I think it was Afro Queen who said, well, I guess we know who's going to be the special guest for Valentine's Day. I said, y'all some slick talking motherfuckers. Y'all some slick talking
Wow. It might be an epic return or epic guest appearance. Let me get my cup ready. Ooh, get my cup ready. I see you
going down, because I'm around, ripping my town. What up, gangsta? They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest, but that's a semi. What? Don't get me started. Okay, so listen.
Right, so you got content.
Before we get into all this, I want to tell you this. I am not advocating for either candidate when I put content out. Okay. I'm not trying to tell you who to vote for or try to manipulate you or move you to any left or right. I guess I'm in the middle. I'm moaning in the middle right now. So I'm not trying to lean nothing. I don't want y'all to get upset.
Which is kind of bad.
I'm just very scared on both sides of where this country is going. So when I play this content for both sides, I'm going to give you equally both sides today. What I've done is I have set up a show. And the next subject we're going to talk about in the relationship situations, I'm going to give you both sides because I told y'all that I'm trying to get the whole story or as much of the story as possible before I put my big mouth, get to working, and I start talking shit and all that good stuff. So I'm scurrying through. President of the United States is in Vegas. I don't know if you saw this. And he makes this. He tells this story during one of his speeches.
Okay, let me hear.
So I'll let you see and y'all tell me what y'all think here.
I'm guilty. You know, right after I was elected, I went to what they call a G7 meeting, all the NATO leaders. And it was in the south of England. And I sat down and I said, America's back. And Mitterrand from from France looked at me and said, you know, why, how long are you back for? And I looked at him, and the Chancellor of Germany said, what would you say, Mr. President?
All right, now you're probably wondering what the big deal is.
Yeah.
The story he was talking about that he said he had a conversation with that leader in 2021, that guy's been dead since 1996. Been dead since 1996.
Did he say his name with the person?
Yes. So just in case, you know, you're like, well, Mike, well, the White House was questioned about this. The press leader or whatever, she was questioned, and this is the questioning, right?
About recently talking to a French president who died in 1996.
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole with you,
What?
sir.
What is
We're
the
going to
rabbit
go.
hole?
Go ahead.
He said
go
he
ahead.
talked to Mitterrand.
Go ahead. You saw the president in Vegas, in California. You've seen the president in South Carolina. You saw him in Michigan. I'll just leave it there. Go ahead.
In Las Vegas.
So they basically don't even want to talk about it. They basically don't even want to address the fact that this man is telling stories about somebody who wasn't even alive in that year. Now, if he misspoke, he misspoke. Say he misspoke.
It's obvious he misspoke.
Okay.
So I get not going down the rabbit hole.
So if it's obvious, then
like,
say
whose side are you on?
No. This is my question. I don't believe this man is actually running the country, but that's beside the point.
What president really does? Your team is around you.
What I'm saying is, does he look like somebody that you want to see in a debate against somebody in a debate?
We do it to our own selves.
Now, but see, this is what everybody thinks this is the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Cowboys. I'm asking you, are you nervous?
You ain't asked if we was nervous about Trump playing.
Well,
this idiot, but go ahead.
I'm just about to show you why I'm nervous and why this country is fucked up. Does he look like, are you nervous? Would you want to see that gentleman, our president, in a debate right now for the presidency? Are you scared that might happen?
Obviously, you don't need to do debates because Trump ain't did one debate and he's still doing what he got to do.
There's going to be a debate. Whoever runs for the president is going to be a debate. There's going to be a debate. So then on the other side, they ask a simple question to the people who are staunch Trump supporters. These are the Trump supporters who know why they're voting for Trump, and they know their history. They know everything about their history. And they would just ask a simple question. Just a simple question. Let me see. Let me make sure I find it real quick. Give me a second. Let me scroll down here.
Say she's nervous. Don't be nervous, Afro Queen.
Black history. Oh, damn, I had it right here. Where's it at? Oh. So this right here this is a simple question to the Trump supporters, the ones who believe Trump is the God. He is the one. And they were asked a simple question. Why was the Civil War for? Civil War.
Okay.
U.S. Civil War in the 1800s.
What was the cause of the Civil War?
Cause of the Civil War.
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
I don't know.
What would you say is the cause of the Civil War?
The Civil War? What caused the Civil War? They mostly, I'm thinking of the first war when we became Americans.
And then we had a Civil War. What do you think caused our Civil War?
Sin, I suppose, you know. There was something evil. Mankind is hard on each other, man. Yeah.
And what do you think, sir, was the cause of the United States?
Nobody knew the answer. The one guy was the closest. Well, I guess it was sin. Yeah, pretty much. It was definitely sin. It was definitely sin. My point in this is that everybody has picked a team and nobody has any idea of why we are picking teams other than the propaganda that is spread, because there's not one candidate who we can sit up here and be like, these policies are going to affect us. That's not what CNN and Fox News push. They don't push these policies. No, they say Biden did this and Trump did. No, what is the future holding? What are they about to do? All y'all, both parties have screwed up the border. Both of y'all. You got migrants in New York killing cops and getting out the next day. Both parties have fucked this up. And this lesser of two evils. Stop it. It's evil on both sides, and none of them, either party gives a damn about us. And we are stuck in the middle.
Buy some guns, legal guns. The Civil War is coming. White folks are losing control, and it's about to go down. They ain't going down without a fight. Get your guns, get your clips, your rounds. Dang, that's what we're going. That's what we're doing.
And my political statements, that's the extent of it. I'm telling you, this country is in trouble. They have turned politics into ESPN. That's what they've turned it into. Pick a team and ride with the team till the wheels fall off, even if the team that you're riding with is not going to do shit for you and might even affect you in a bad way. Because listen, people, I was the one that was mad at Trump with this wall shit. But in New York City, they're being overtaken and migrants are being given $9,000 checks and being given room and board. And the people who have been there are still getting screwed.
Well, I saw something about Joe Biden and I was like, oh, look at this. Because they said, there you go, black unemployment rate by presidents. The worst ever was Reagan in 83. The second worst ever was Trump in 2020. The second worst ever. But the best, Joey B, 2023, 4.8, and now we up to 5.3. I guess a lot of people don't understand some of these facts. That when they say that it was the best times under Trump, not according to statistics, numbers don't lie, right? Well, at least these numbers.
These numbers don't lie. But unfortunately, everybody will forget that UPS, after they gave their drivers a new deal, and after they gave them a proper deal and these drivers made money, they then laid off 40,000 employees. See, the propaganda of these numbers that everybody uses is funny.
Black unemployment matters, though.
I'm not
That's
saying
for
it
us.
doesn't matter. What I'm saying is everything is an agenda pushed to win an election. And then when the election happens and then we pick the president, then we're like, why is everything still such a struggle? Why is the living wage, the minimum wage, not a living wage? Why is it education and schools are going through such trials and tribulations? And then what do? 4 years later, they throw the propaganda on us again and they tell us to pick a team and we do it all over again. We are these bomb droppings over there. They don't bring up the wars that we're in right now. We don't want to bring up the $65 billion that are getting sent. But we can't control the border. And listen, people, I am for people coming into this country. Forward. It just gotta be, there's gotta be a procedure. They're getting monthly amount like SNAP. They're privately funded, and it will save the city. It won't save New York. I work in New York every Monday. I see what that mayor's flipping now. He don't know what to do. Yes, it's the shell game. Hey, once again, I'm not leaning either way. I'm just telling you, looking at the big picture from a distance, this game has gotten worse.
Well, when you play a clip of Joey B, because knowing he's older, they both old, but playing a clip, that's not helping in my opinion, because you're highlighting and bringing more awareness to something that may not even, come on, he made a mistake, obviously.
He's made tons of mistakes, and I'm asking if he is
taking
not
people's perspectives.
Dog, you sound like the people who don't want critical thinking in schools. You don't want people aware of everything. You want people to ignore everything on it. If Donald Trump would have done that,
pushing people to the wrong
if Donald
side.
Trump would have done that, would you not have wanted it to be shown? If he'd done the same exact thing, if he would have made up a story,
I just feel like we don't support our people enough. Who's
our people? When did Biden become our people?
Well, the other side damn sure ain't. So that's how I look at it. Like I said, I pick a side based off of what would I rather have. I get it. Let's work with what we have. Let's support with what we have to make things right.
What we have to make things right. Okay,
that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not no politician.
Good morning, Ashley.
Actually, that's not what I do. But I just know when you highlight,
we have, so it's pointless to go back and forth. It's pointless until somebody has to blow up this whole monopoly that they have on who we voting for. But that ain't my job. I hate the more aware we are, the more depressed we get. Ain't that something? People are getting sick of how messed up our system is. That's the problem. And in LA, you see what's going on in LA. And if you don't watch the news, what's going on in LA with the crime, watch what's going on right by the crypto center where the Lakers play. And just watch 5,000 people a day coming in. They plan folks over here through the border to destroy us. Listen, man.
Didn't I see something where they had a bill on the table for the border, and then for political reason they don't want to push it through because it's going to make the Dems look good, so they'd rather not. So is the real issue about stopping that, or is it, well, we're going to keep it going, so let's get Trump in here and let him push that through?
And that's my point. Do you see how the system is fucked up? If the Dems have a good idea, the Republicans' job is to stop the good idea. If the Republicans have a good idea, it's the Dems' job to stop them from getting the good idea through. This is what I'm talking about, how screwed up this system is. It ain't about us. It's about their political gain to stay in power any way possible. And then they come to us and they manipulate us with every number, every stat on both sides. That's what I'm trying to say. That is the bad situation that this country is in right now. It is turned into a little NFL or NBA league that the politicians have loaded up and they go back and forth. So this is my last example. Then I'm going to get to a relationship thing and we're going to get into something fun. Steve says, here's the mistake. The Dems have control of both the House and the Senate and did nothing. No hate crime, no border security. And now they're begging for us because they need us again. Listen, this is my last thing and tell you how bad the system is. Mm-hmm. If a president wins an election by a landslide and promises this country they're going to do this, and this, and they win, they get into the White House. Do you know what the job of the other party is for the next 4 years? Even though we voted on a landslide and we said we wanted this, the other party's objective is to stop that president from checking off the checklist to the things that they promised us, and it was the reason why we voted for them. That's how screwed up this system is. That's how messed up it is. What was Lady Q's first thing? So I could read it. If the Republicans really gave a fuck about the border, they would have been working on bipartisanship. But Donnie Boy said block it. Lady Q, both parties do that. They both do it. That's what they spend their lives doing.
She said a Republican drafted the latest bill, and they still not pushing it through. So look, so were some Republicans on board, and Donnie still, your boy Trumpy said what?
Oh, it's not my boy. See, that's where y'all have been distorted. Y'all think because somebody has an opinion that they're leaning somewhere. No, I'm just trying to tell you there's a bigger problem. There's a bigger problem going on. I did hear they are letting everyone in to take the place of current poor so they don't have to continually pay support on current programs for our poor. Random Rick, you might be right. You might be wrong. I don't know. I just know the game is fucked up.
So Trump is blocking it. So Lady Q said it. Steve Craig said it. So
how Trump in the hell is Trump blocking anything when he's not in power?
Mike, stop it with the BS. You know damn well Trump is in power. Everybody catering to this man.
Is the
like I'm watching you. I'm taking notes. When I'm in his office again, I'm knowing. Come on.
And once again, what do I tell? What is you're explaining my point? The game is fucked up when somebody is in power because the people who are supporting him are scared that if he becomes in power, they lose their jobs. It's the whole monopoly. You just explained my point to a T. It's crazy.
It's crazy to have that much power. Like you said, he's not even in power, but he has a whole lot.
And the only reason he has the power is because they created a monster and he can affect their job security. And the Republicans don't want him in there. The people who are staying pat are scared because they created a monster like an AI robot. They created this robot and they thought it was going to be great for their careers. And then all of a sudden they realize they can't shut it down now because you got a whole bunch of millions of people who don't even know what the Civil War was actually fought for and call themselves patriots. And they sit there and they will follow blindly anybody. Any people who follow anybody blindly is going to end poorly. Anybody you follow blindly, it will end poorly. That's my point. Now let's have some fun. I'm going to keep it balanced. I have a new nominee. We had a Woman of the Year that we play all the time, right, Jay?
Yep.
We got the Woman of the Year who talks about
her pork chop. Her pork chop. Good morning, Tasha. Look, speaking of Tasha.
And we got I got a nominee for a new Woman of the Year. And I'm gonna play her right now. Women, don't get mad at me. I'm trying to give y'all content. This is a new one.
It's always gonna have options. Younger, finer, fitter, willing, but they wasted all their time telling all these good men, oh no, you're not my type, and I need a man that's gonna do all this stuff for me. You too broke for me. Y'all brag about the fact that y'all don't cook. You brag about the fact that you're not cleaning for nobody. You brag about the fact that you're selfish. You brag about all these things that are contrary to what a man wants. What happens is they start approaching that wall. Once they are approaching that wall, or once they hit it, they already got kids. They're not in their prime anymore. And then they get frustrated. They try to convert other women and try to convince other women that they also don't need men because now they no longer qualify. Now what are you left with? You're broken, used, washed up, your self-worth, your dignity, all of that done gone. Now what you gonna do? You love talking about yourself and you could do bad all by yourself and it's all about me and because I'm the prize. Where are your results then? If you the prize, who the prize winner? If you the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
Hey y'all, I ain't say it.
That was one of your peoples.
I ain't say it. That woman said it. I just want to know how much of it do you agree with and how much you don't agree with. You can do good all by yourself. You the prize.
I don't need no man.
A woman said that. I'm just repeating what a woman said. I'm just repeating, and when you hit a wall and you by yourself, I'm paraphrasing because I don't know word for word. When you're by yourself, now what? Now what? I'm asking for the lady, my new nominee for Woman of the Year. Craig said all of it is true.
Stacy said facts.
Facts on facts on facts. Facts on facts on facts. That's what Stacy Mitchell said. Laugh out loud. Who the prize winner? Crickets. I don't know, Random Rick. I don't know, Random. Speaking of context, did you guys hear about the doctor that decapitated the baby in Georgia? I actually know that doctor. She was my OBGYN and she performed surgery on me. It's extremely sad.
What?
Oh, Jesus, Tosh. Way to segue. That's a no segue zone right there.
We'll come back to that.
Oh, RG Parker said better than the pork chop. Watch your mouth, RG Parker. Watch your mouth saying better than the pork chop.
She's speaking facts.
Watch your mouth saying she better than the pork. I'm just wondering, y'all women are out here. You're in the community. Y'all in the takeover. Yeah, like her better than the pork chop girl. Watch your mouth.
Okay, Queen Boy.
Watch your mouth, Queen Boy. Talking about she better than the pork chop. Y'all don't make me play her. Don't act like y'all forgot the pork chop girl.
Wow.
Well, Mo's not here, but I'm just listen, man. When a man gets older, does he still have options? Yeah, he does. He can get younger. He can get fitter, like she said. It's unfair. I see it all the time in the groups I'm in on Facebook. Whew.
Oh, yeah, they always killing. She be like, you hear what she said? After man, they be killing men, dude. That we don't need them. That's their. They don't need a man.
Nah, I'm Team Pork Chop. Thank you, Random Rick. Thank you, Random Rick. Y'all better stop playing with Team Pork Chop. Y'all better.
Diane say, can she hear it again? All right, I'm gonna listen again myself. I think I missed a couple lines in there. All
right, here, I'll give it to you. Let me. Do I still have it here? Yeah, I still have it. I ain't got to do all that. Tap that out. Here we go. Yeah,
he's always gonna have options. Younger, finer, fitter, willing, but they wasted all their time telling all these good men, oh no, you're not my type, and I need a man that's gonna do all this stuff for me. You too broke for me. Y'all brag about the fact that y'all don't cook. You brag about the fact that you're not cleaning for nobody. You brag about the fact that you're selfish. You brag about all these things that are contrary to what a man wants. What happens is they start approaching that wall. Once they are approaching that wall, or once they hit it, they already got kids. They're not in their prime anymore. And then they get frustrated. They try to convert other women and try to convince other women that they also don't need men, because now they no longer qualify. Now what are you left with? You're broken, used, washed up, your self-worth, your dignity, all of that done gone. Now what you gonna do? You love talking about yourself, and you could do bad all by yourself, and it's all about me, and because I'm the prize. Where are your results then? If you're the prize, who the prize winner? If you're the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
Now, women, I want to tell you, you are the prize. Let me just be clear. You are the prize. You really are. A good woman in a heterosexual man's life is priceless. There is no quantity of money that you can put on what a good woman is. Or what a good woman does when she stands by you, whatever you want to say. I say stand by you. People say she's supposed to stand behind you. Some people say but I don't know. She stands by me. So I want to tell you are the prize. But has it gone to the point where the independence has made it that fuck these men? Has it gone there where if you wait for your type, you'll be lonely? All right, RG Parker. That's RG Parker.
Jeanette said, pork chop girl, she tells you how to keep a man, though.
Oh, well, you know what? F it.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man gives you a blueprint and tells you, this is how I want you to love me, this is how I want you to tend to me, cater to me, nurture me, whatever, so that I could be content in this relationship, why are you not listening? You don't go to a job and they give you the job description and you fucking wing it. So why are you winging it in your relationship and expecting the man to, be loyal to you? I'm confused. But you want a man to love you in your love language. Women need to stop that one-sided ish. I can't stand it. I don't like it. If you two choose to come together and y'all verbalize things, why not respect it? Don't you think that would make the relationship go much easier? It's like y'all make it harder and then you wonder why this man is unhappy. He told you what he wanted, Latasha. You didn't listen because you thought your pork chop was enough to keep him. It's a lot of pork chops out here. Do better.
Just in case you forgot.
I don't know, Mike. I think I got to stick with pork chop. I'm still rocking with pork chop.
Listen, man, I'm rocking with pork chop. No, they're here. They're here.
Oh, man.
This is Jay-Z and Biggie. It's Jay-Z and Biggie. You're there. You're like, you really don't know. They both got their points. But women, I want to know, a good woman is priceless. You are the prize. But do you hold out and is your ego gotten to the point where you no longer, you have run this to the point where you're like, I don't need anybody. And is there a point where everybody needs somebody? Pork chop, Diana. I listen. Pork chop is something. That young lady's something, boy. She's something right there. Q's Jilly from Philly. No, we're not playing. No, we're not playing Jilly from Philly. No, we're not playing Jilly.
Say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
No, she's out the running. She's out. No, she's not. She's out the running. She's out the running. She's out the running. Well, women, y'all gotta expand. Let me know. What do you feel? Oh, Craig comes right in. He says, "Why does someone have to tell a woman how to love a man? We figure out everything about her. What restaurant she likes, favorite perfume, handbags, but she can't figure out her man. Duh." I don't know, Craig. I'm trying to be balanced. I'm trying to give everybody they say. Jill had a Biden moment. Brandon Rick, stop playing with. But I wonder, and let's be clear, when we hear statements like this, they're for likes and views, and they're for to rile people up, right? But they have some truth to them. But I do want to say, for every woman that this woman was talking about bragging about not cooking, about bragging about not cleaning for somebody, for everyone, I've met hundreds of women who have no problem with taking care of their man, and I've met hundreds of men who have no problem taking care of their woman. So there are tons of women who take pride in cooking for them. I'm not saying that's your requirement. I'm just saying there are women who take pride in taking care of their man and cooking for their man and making sure. Listen, holding up a household is a CEO type of job. If you want to hold up a whole household for a whole family, you are a CEO of a company, of a Fortune 500 business. You are taking care of the biggest business you will ever be a part of in your family, taking care of that family and that household. So that's CEO status. So I don't want to put it out there in a blanket statement that this is what all women do. But there are a lot of women on social media who go extra hard trying to be clear how much they don't need a partner.
I don't need it. I make $125,000 a year. I don't need that dude.
Don't
what
need
to get for me that I can't get for myself.
Yep. So, ladies, if you want to keep commenting about that, you can keep commenting about that. But I said I was going to be fair today. I say I was going to be balanced. So, fellas, there's a gentleman who has a little critique of you. And here he goes.
I'm going to say, hey, what are you doing? Can you come over? I want to have sex. You cannot DoorDash this dick to your crib. It ain't happening. That's the fastest way to turn me off. A lot of you niggas got DoorDash dick. A bitch can call you up any minute, any time of the day, and you're going to come over, you're going to dick her down, and you're going to leave. She's going to be on the phone with another nigga. Because that's all you are. You a DoorDash dick type of nigga. A lot of you niggas getting used and abused sexually. Only thing you are is a human dildo. That's the only thing you niggas could be used for is sex. Because you don't have the intellectual capability to stimulate her mentally. And that's the first thing you want to do when you meet a woman, is to stimulate her mentally. Because once you control the mind, you control the body.
Woo.
Was he breaking it down or was he just talking ish? Was he preaching?
He was breaking it down. Hey, fellas. Now I can speak openly. I understand what she's saying, but I don't need another kid. I got you. I understand. Pillow talk means a lot. Stacey Mitchell. Fellas, we've been led down this road thinking that we were taking advantage and we were always in the lead. And when a woman called us to come over, we were winning. We were winning to go over there and knock the pork chop down, but it was okay for a guy to DoorDash a pork chop. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Jeanette, we were led down the wrong path. We was driving 45 minutes at 2:00 in the morning because somebody called us up and said, "What you doing?"
What you doing? I'm on my way.
That's it. What you doing?
That's all. Oh, I know what that means.
I know what that means. What you doing, Mike? Jumping in my car? Okay.
In the morning. What do you mean? What I'm doing?
Driving to Atlantic City at 2:00 in the morning. What you doing? Jumping in my car, about to hit that AC tollway? Yes, I am. Yep, that's what I'm about to do.
Negroes, we gotta do better.
Dog, fellas got led down a road of destruction. And what happens when you the door dick dasher? What happened? You wound up having a kid with somebody who just wanted you to just come through to Atlantic City, and now you in child support court, and now you fighting for custody, and now you can't see it. This is the predicament that we put ourselves in, but we were led down the road. We were taught by the old heads, the OGs, that was a good thing. That was a good thing to DoorDash.
Oh, here we go, Mike.
Every woman doesn't want their mind stimulated. They just want the DoorDash. Here we go, Lady Q. But see,
I guess that's real though.
Let me tell you about liberation, y'all. Let me tell you about. I'm gonna tell y'all a little. Let me.
But we don't look at females like that to think they think that way. A lot. The majority.
Oh man. Yeah. Listen here. Let's take a little flashback. When I found liberation. When Michael Shawn found liberation, it was the day somebody called me in the middle of the week. I say it was a few months ago.
I'm sorry,
in the middle of the week, and she called me and gave me this adult booty call talk. It was adult.
Oh, okay.
It was straight adult. Talking about, I miss you. Well, you miss me. Okay. She says, why don't you come over? No, she says, do you miss me? I said, yes. I didn't. I hadn't heard from the person in forever. I didn't. I forgot the person even had my number. And she was like, I said, yes. He said, well, why don't you come over, and we can show each other how much we miss each other, which I thought wasn't a bad line. I was like, cool. And out of nowhere, I said, do you know what time it is? I had never said that shit to a booty call.
What time it is?
You know what? I said, go ahead.
No, go
I sound like the bitch in the relationship.
Yeah, what's going on? You know what time it is?
I said, do you know what time it is?
As you was closing up your robe.
Yeah. I said, I just took my Skechers off. Like, what are you talking about? I'm in a different place right now.
How old were you?
I'm watching Law and Order. I'm watching reruns. I've already taken my sleep meds. I'm calling it in. I was like, yo, I mean, no disrespect, but we got to plan this. And the next morning, you know how much better I felt about myself that I did that? And I ain't get a call. Never got that call. Never got the call to reschedule. Never called me, never text me to reschedule the situation. I say this on stage. Never called me to reschedule. And you would think I'd be like, damn, I missed my opportunity. I should, no, I didn't. I was like, this is exactly why you got to say no. When these hood rats start calling you up to door dick, the dash.
A person was detected.
A DoorDasher, a DoorDash customer just called. She was detected. What time? It was like 9:30, Craig. It was like 9:30 going on 10 o'clock.
At night? That was it?
That was it. It was, dog, it was like a Tuesday. I got to get up. I got to do this show. I got to go. Then I got to go to work.
Yeah, he was in for the night.
I'm in for the night. I'm in.
I took my Skechers off.
I took my Skechers off, which are comfy. Never call sneakers comfy, but now I call sneakers comfy. I don't even like the way Skechers look, but they're so comfy.
Once I get in the shower, I'm just
that's it.
I'm not leaving back.
Once I wash my hair, look, it gets worse, Jay. Once I wash my hair and I put the moisturizer in it and I scratch my scalp up, and once I shape up the beard before I go to sleep, once it's over.
Stacey said she was going through a contest. Let me see. Let me see what Mike doing. Mike, what you doing?
Nothing. Nothing.
Get ready for the 10 o'clock news.
Yeah, just getting ready. Dog, my pattern is Law and Order at 9:30, 10, or I stream Chicago PD at like 10 o'clock because I know when I start streaming Chicago PD, I'm going to be interested. It's going to put me right to sleep, and I'm done, Mike, already. I had my bonnet on, Afro Queen. I had the bonnet on. I was comfy.
You're too old. You're not that old yet. Stop it.
Dude, I'm not running these streets to drive 30 minutes to go sit at your house, chit chat for 10 minutes, and then engage in something that's going to last 15 to 20 minutes, then have some respectable conversation afterwards, even though you're ready to get on out of there. So that's another 10, 15 minutes on, yeah. And then you claim y'all going to hook up. Yo, we need to go out, whatever. Then drive another 25 minutes back home, only to realize how much sleep I have lost and how my whole pattern is off. You live in a 55 and up community, Mike. Dog. Say what y'all want. The next day,
I'm allowed to have company and leave at a certain time. You're disturbing the neighbors.
I literally, when I woke up the next morning, do you know how proud of myself I was? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where Michael Shawn is? Exactly. Exactly.
It's dark outside. I'll drive. It's dark. That's gonna be next.
Because I didn't want to be this dude.
I'm gonna say, hey, what are you doing? Can you come over? I want to have sex. You cannot DoorDash this dick to your crib. It ain't happening. That's the fastest way to turn me off. A lot of you niggas got DoorDash dick. A bitch can call you up any minute, any time of the day, and you're gonna come over and you're gonna dick her down and you're gonna leave. She's gonna be on the phone with another nigga. Cause that's all you are. You a DoorDash dick type of nigga. A lot of you niggas getting used and abused sexually. Only thing you are is a human dildo. That's the only thing you niggas could be used for is sex. Because you don't have the intellectual capability to stimulate her mentally. And that's the first thing you want to do when you meet a woman, is to stimulate her mentally.
And that's what I was trying to do. I wanted stimulation. I was going to stimulate her on the phone. She could stimulate me. We could talk about what's going on in our careers. We could talk about what's in the, what you doing? Like, what's going on in life? Did you get the promotion? Or what's going on? Are you meeting your goals in your financial life? Are you meeting your goals in your family life? How are the kids? Are the kids out the house? Are they still in the house? Are they chilling? How's everything going? Like,
do you consider females, like, because earlier I said I don't look at females, like, a lot of times you don't think that's what they're on. Usually you believe that they want the relationship. They all trying to be married. They want to fall in love. And lady, you said, I guess that's y'all problem. You think women are emotional and can't handle just, I guess, you think they can just check out like that, Mike? Like,
no, let me tell you what. The young ones check out faster than a motherfucker who can't pay a bill at a restaurant. Let me tell you something. They check out faster. These 20, 30-year-olds are out. They don't care. Now, when you start talking to the 40-year-olds, those are the ones who are looking like, perhaps this can go somewhere. This one happened to be in the range of, a little probably like about to hit 40, going to the 40s. She's still in the running gun. I've met women like that who told me straight up, just come over so we can do this, do this. I've had people tell me, listen, we can do this, just we not calling each other after this. These are the experiences I've had in my life. So men who don't think women can do that are crazy. And there was a certain point in my life though I was cool with that. That was a good deal. Let's pound it up. Let's fist bump. Pound it up. We're like this. Yeah. All right, we good. Yeah. You don't call me, I don't call you unless. Pow. Good. And every person who says only women get emotionally attached in a relationship that just is based on sex is a lying man. And I'm going to tell you one more philosophy, then we'll move on and do some more stuff. If you have sex with the same person more than 10 times, you guys are in some type of relationship, because the minute somebody calls to schedule one of them calls, to schedule a night, and that person says, I can't, and backs out, the other person's gonna say, why not? There it is.
Court some feeling. Tasha, you just said earlier you want a man. Now she's saying how she door dashes them sometimes.
What? Tasha, you door dashes?
And she ain't got no feeling. She keep it pushing.
You Uber eating? You Uber eating?
Come on, Tosh.
What? Come on, Tosh. Come on now. Come on. There's a whole lot, but I started in the beginning. Men, we have been trained to give up the dick easy.
Yeah, it's hard for a man to say no.
We have been trained to just give it up easy.
Definitely.
And women get offended. Let me tell you, women get more offended than men, in my opinion. I haven't done a scientific testing or anything like that.
I have my moments.
Yeah, you DoorDash every now and again. You get to scrolling down them contacts. Women get so offended when you turn down sex with them, because y'all feel like it's y'all God-given right that when y'all decide that y'all want to have sex, that is your God-given right that the man is supposed to say, okay, let's get it popping. Even when a man don't feel like it. It's not that he's not attracted to you. You look good. I just don't feel like it. I would really like to kick off these Skechers
because history
and lay in his bed.
And society have said when a woman comes onto a man, it's always yes. A man coming onto a woman is common, is expected. Like they look at it differently. Their pork chop is different.
And we got to go back to our girl. There are plenty of pork chops out here. A sexual attraction is easy to leave. It is easy to leave. Well, I shouldn't say easy to leave. Men are raised to conquer women. Yes, I guess they are. But
so we're programmed. So that's what it is.
But we think we conquered a woman. A lot of times men think they conquered a woman, when in reality, the woman put the web out there, and the woman's like, when you think you're conquering, the woman's saying, got him. You think you conquered, the woman's like, got him. Have you feeling like, what's wrong with me? Exactly. That's how y'all take it.
Mike said, I was just tired.
I was just tired.
I took my sketches off already.
Like you're like, can you prep me with some sexy talk on the phone, like as I'm coming home from work, or like during the day? Just give me a heads up on some old yo, and do your little sexy flirt. But I would love to be a wife. Tasha said I love to be a wife.
Can you be a wife if you DoorDash?
Don't tell your husband that you used to DoorDash dick. What? Don't tell your husband. What? do not tell your husband you used to DoorDash dick. Don't. What? Matter of fact, when you become somebody's wife, make sure you delete Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, the YouTubes, the ones that you said this on. Don't do that to yourself. Don't make that happen. Well, I'm usually the aggressive one. Okay, all right. I ain't mad at being aggressive, but just don't be offended if I'm saying I'm tired and I really got a lot to do, or I got to pick up my kids from school tomorrow. I got to go to work. I got to do the morning show. I got to drive to New York in the morning time. Don't get offended. Just be like, yo, all right, maybe next time. But we've been lied to, fellas. Gave up the goods too damn easy. We gave up the goods too damn easy. So Jay Black, you weren't here for a show. Oh boy, I wanted the whole squad here for this one, because we got into it and everybody in the comments was like, oh, this thing would have turned up. So there's a gentleman, Montel Jordan, and he had a comment about being a stepdad or a stepmom. And we'll get to that. Let me see if I find this one first.
So Montel Jordan, he said he had a complaint about being classified.
Damn, I shouldn't even have prepped it if I didn't have it loaded. Daughter, Bootsy, Legend, woman. Damn, I can't find it.
Equate no sex with me. Yeah, if you're not having sex with me, that means you're having sex with somebody else. You cheating.
Hustle. Oh, here it is. So this is a stepdad and stepmom situation Montel Jordan is speaking on. And this is his opinion on how it should be handled. And I'm trying to pause. I'm trying to get in his DMs to see if we can get him on the show to explain it. See if he can explain this comment about stepdads
first. That's a recipe for disaster. We've seen single moms. You've been with your son. It was just y'all. And then when you find your husband, y'all come together. But it's like, yeah, but me and my son was here first. It's a recipe for disaster because that child does not know what it is like to come underneath an adoptive covering of a father and mother coming together to provide a safe space for them as children. In the blended family is kids need to know that mommy and me come first.
Facts.
Even if you were here first.
Yeah, your marriage is over. Yeah, marriage supposed to be over. The kids is mommy and daddy.
Let me tell you, if a stepmom were to come into my life right now and I made that comment to Amani, Kayla, and Autumn, let me tell you the smoke that would happen if I said that to those three girls ever in life.
If you're as the parent not happy and content and you can't be nothing for, you got to start with the mom and dad. Yeah. Absolutely. So wait, so people disagree with him, I guess, and they got all in outrage?
Oh, there were people who agreed and people who didn't agree. Wait, I need more explanation. Oh, now you trying to take my line. You trying to take my line. You need the whole story. Stop trying to take my line. He telling the truth, Craig said. I don't know. Maybe y'all need to hear it one more time. Y'all need to hear it.
That's a recipe for disaster. We've seen single moms. You've been with your son. It was just y'all. And then when you find your husband, y'all come together. But it's like, yeah, but me and my son was here first. It's a recipe for disaster because that child does not know what it is like to come underneath an adoptive covering of a father and mother coming together to provide a safe space for them as children. In the blended family is kids need to know that mommy and me come first.
Facts.
Even if you were here first.
So your needs, so your needs come first. So, and the question was this. So what if the relationship then ends? What did the kids say then? Oh, it was you and him first, right? Y'all were the priority, right? Y'all two needs came first in order for the relationship to work. Y'all two needs came. This is what people were saying. I'm not saying this. I have a hard time saying it, even if it's right. I would have a hard time saying it. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I could never say that. If with their biological parents,
even with she's saying I'm assuming yes, I see.
I have been raised
her biological kids first.
I've been
over
raised
your husband.
I've been raised that the needs of the kids come first once we have them.
Here go Diane. I'm
sorry, my daughter comes first in a stepdad situation. I ain't mad at you.
Over your husband, not a boyfriend, not some dude.
No, we're talking husband.
The DoorDash that turned into the toothbrush being there, and now y'all, y'all established a future. That's your husband. That's your spouse, your partner. Y'all gonna grow old and die together. And
most likely you're not. Most likely you're not. Most likely you're not. That's the problem. Most likely you're not.
I guess it depends on what the situation. No,
they're married. They're married.
Because my stepdaughter tried to run me away, and if that was the case, we wouldn't be all kumbaya now. If Lady Q initially would have went down that other route, but I guess she didn't have. She said she didn't have a reason not to like you, other than you felt like you was taking her away from her mom, and like I don't know, because a lot of kids want to sabotage relationships because of that. You taking my dad away, you taking my mom away. No, you got to be happy first as the adult. Ain't that what the Bible? Because you can't get into the Bible.
Don't get into the Bible because you don't know shit about it, and I don't know shit about it either. So listen, I'm just telling you, if you tell your kids that and that relationship don't work out, you got a whole lot of explaining to do.
No, life is life. Life is life.
No, life ain't life.
This was supposed to be the end all be all. It just turned out that he was, it just didn't work out.
You can't tell a kid life is life when you done made that statement. You can't because life is like, okay, so now the kid's gonna look at you. Well, life is life, and our relationship ain't the same. So deal with it, because life is life.
Well, I don't think a parent will completely dismiss and do harmful things to their biological child over a dude. I'm not saying like that, but what I'm saying is basic common sense stuff, simple things in life. Yes, the husband and spouse has to come over the kid.
In any family structure, the man must care for the woman must care for the man, and they both must care for the children. This was a tough one. This was and he or she should want our kids to come first when we decide to have children. I don't know who's right or wrong, y'all.
What do you mean by come first? And what I need more. I need an example of a time where if you put your husband or wife in front of your biological child, I need an example of what that would look like, because I think common sense is. I know you said my common sense ain't common, but logic is there. No,
here's the logic. Here's the logic. You are a man and you become a stepdad, and these two, she has a daughter or a son, and he's 10 years old. This is the example I put. And they've been through the mud together. They've been through the hardships together. They were there when the lights got turned off. They were there when mom was crying in the bedroom. They were there when the other parent decided that they weren't going to be around. They were there during the struggle. Now this new motherfucker walk in and you going to tell me, oh, the priority is you and him. I wrote out for you. I'm your son or daughter.
So
now you want to
say me and him. So what does that mean when you say me and him? What we don't care what you think. We're not considering you if we're going to make this move and move in together, move to this new neighborhood, and you got to start it in a different school. Like I'm trying to gather when you say I've been here with you.
I've been here with you, and now we're all together. And now you want to tell me that the priority is you two. You come first.
It depends on what you're speaking of, though. If he wants honeycombs and you like, no, we being Cheerios, so like, in what aspect, what facet? He doesn't want cable TV no more.
It could be in every aspect. It could be you go to the family to go every Christmas, and he wants to see their cousins. My marriage comes first, not my husband per se. We work together to have a healthy and foundation to raise happy and healthy children, and that's perfect. That's good. But what Montel said. Mommy and daddy come first.
Mate over my kid.
Never choosing a mate over my kid. It's a tough situation. That's why.
If the kid don't like the dude, you're never gonna be happy.
No, but my story was, the child wants to go see their cousins. The child wants to see their family. The father says, no, we're starting a new tradition. We're having Christmas here. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like that. This is just a simple thing I just threw together. And the child's like, why can't I go see my cousins and be with my family like we always? No, your dad. First of all, once you start saying your dad, the first thing, he's not my dad. He's your husband.
My dad. That's your husband.
And she says, no, we're staying here. I'm just giving you an example that I just made up off the top of my mind. Because he's decided.
I like was it LaShawn?
Like debate who should eat first. Who should be served first?
You gotta serve your husband first over the kids. So that's the man of the house.
The kids get served. I like the kids to get their food. It makes me feel good when the kids get their food. That always made me feel. Go get your food. Go.
But if the husband is passionate about that and truly believes that, as a wife, don't you have to pivot? Don't you have to?
That is the most immature thing ever, to get into an argument about who got served first between the kids.
Not an argument, but that this is something that the man of the house is looking for, and that makes that man feel. You have to consider.
Feels
the
what?
emotional aspect of your partner.
What do you feel eating before the kids? What does that make you feel, being served before the kids?
If it means and feels something to that individual,
what does it make you feel? Tell me what it makes you feel.
I'm not that individual to that degree.
Well, then the woman has to say, what does it make you feel about yourself better if
I shouldn't be the last one? I shouldn't be the last one eating. How about that? I shouldn't be. You shouldn't be feeding everybody. You cooking the dogs, everybody eating but me. Now I'm sitting like.
We didn't say the dogs. We said the kids.
I'm just saying in general. I can see you're on to something with this, but I can see that being a concern for some people.
But my thing is, this is it.
Don't have me sitting here and I'm working all these hours. I'm providing and I can't even get my food. I got to sit here and wait for you hooking everybody else up, but I'm last. I got a problem with that. I would be last. I would.
These kids got to go. These kids got to be asleep by 8 o'clock. I got to get them in the shower. I got to clean them up. I got to make sure they're all together. They got to get their homework done. I'm trying to get them their food so we can start this process. Now, that doesn't mean it happens every time, but in that situation, okay, what does it make you feel to get fed before the kids? The other parents should discuss and explain their new partner in their lives to make things better. Communication is the key. Cliche alert.
I was raised kids eat before adults.
I like seeing the kids get their food first.
But change is good. We don't always have to stay in that same mindset of how we was raised. We can do things differently. Things evolve. And sometimes in life, we have to evolve with that change. And if this makes it, a more comfortable environment for your household, for your well-being, we need to figure out a way to make it work. And just ignoring and having the man eat last, that ain't going to work. That ain't flying. If you want to be in a happy relationship.
Debate about the food irritates my soul. Let it cure irritates my soul too. I like everybody. Get your. If I provided this, I like when what I provided. Y'all get it. I'm good. But it's everybody. Y'all get it. I like everybody getting they pork chops, but real pork chops. I like them getting their spaghetti first. I like the girls getting their stuff and go get it. Who served first? Some first world lane. I don't know, Random Rick. I don't know. Why do men need to eat before the kid? I don't know, Tasha. That's something culturally that's been in my family too. A man always got his plate first. I was just the oddball who I got a kick out of knowing that God had blessed me to be able to get this food. The Bible, God, parents, church. The children should have never been in a friendship position when the previous relationship didn't work out. Keep children in child's position. Some people don't believe they should be friends with their kids. My comment to that is, I believe you can be friends with your kids. You just can't let the friendship interrupt you having to be a parent.
What about that order she said?
God, parents, children. I don't know. That's not what we're told in this country, but I don't know. My dad was always the last one eating. But, and I will say this about the step parent thing. I feel that
you would never agree on anything, Stacey, but go ahead.
I feel like it gets even tougher when the stepdad and the woman that he's with has a son, and the stepmom and the man she gets with has a daughter. When I always feel that puts more pressure. I always feel that.
Say that one more time.
When a stepdad gets into a relationship with a woman who has a son, and they've been through it for 10 years, and you come in there
Oh,
and
they
when
battling. The
and
son
when
is
a
an
woman
ego.
when a woman goes into a relationship with a man and he has a daughter, because there's this positioning, especially if this child is 10 or 11 years old, that this has been my A1.
Yeah,
And
from
this
day
has been,
one.
and
Yeah.
that's always a challenging situation. Always. There's never been an issue for me. I'm not on a regular schedule, so I eat when I get home or I eat out. That's true too with me. By the time I would get home, normally my food was in the microwave. The kids should get fed first. All right, Jeanette, this is an interesting topic. Usually the wife is the last one to eat.
That's
the one who cooked. Now, see,
that's the truth. That part
that's
is true.
crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
But that's true. When could they? If they look taking care of everybody else, they can't make their plate first and sit there and eat.
That's another thing in this culture. That's another thing in this culture. Why can't everybody just make their own fucking plate at a certain point? Like, why can't everybody just go to the pot, make the plate, and just sit down and eat? Also feed everyone and clean everything as well. Yeah,
they usually eat when the food is cold. Yeah.
Lady Q, as long as there's enough food, I have no problem feeding my husband first. If food is limited, then he's gonna have to wait to make sure kids are full. Now that's an interesting.
That makes sense. That makes total sense.
That makes sense. Somebody gonna be hungry.
Maybe that's why we married, because that makes total sense.
Ash said it. Asha said it. Lady Q, in my house we eat different shit and at different times too. Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah,
the family structure is different now. Like when we got time to eat at the table, it wasn't every day that we ate together. It just wasn't. There was a time where everybody would take their food to their rooms because I wasn't there, or mom might be out and she cooked the food and she said, y'all eat, and she's like, I gotta run these errands or whatever. No, change is good, and the change was the kids ate first back in the days. The men ate first and got the big piece of chicken. I don't know about the big piece of chicken. I don't know about that. As kids, my mom made sure we got our plates first. Everybody got a different experience.
Whoa,
So
whoa, that's kind of. It just
I don't care
crazy.
about the Bible. It's made up. We're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get it all. We're not gonna get it. Oh yeah, the dynamics are very challenging, but it's a tough one. So all right, let me get him out of here. I don't know, man. Once again, you're gonna hear this a lot from me. I've learned some shit I don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna get that a lot from me. I got my views and opinions, but some shit I don't know. Let's see what we can go to
You
next.
just took me down. What's going on? Okay.
Oh, did I take you there? Absolutely. My life. All right, y'all. Real quick. This is a real quick Black History moment. Jay Black was complaining that we don't have Black History moment.
No, we don't.
Here's a Black History moment. A little info you may not know.
The parks and the Montgomery bus boycott. But how many of us know about the Safe Bus Company, which was started by black men in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and ran at the same time as the Montgomery bus boycott? The Safe Bus Company started in 1926 when a group of black jitney drivers in Winston-Salem decided to band together so that there would be a bus available to pick up black folks in their neighborhoods and by the businesses they worked at. Before the Safe Bus Company was created, black folks had to walk miles to work or hitch a ride because Winston-Salem's bus company refused to run through their neighborhoods. This bus company was the largest black-owned transportation company in the world. Safe Bus Company was highly successful and profitable, but they started to lose money when they expanded to white neighborhoods after integration in the 60s. By 1972, they were bought out by Winston-Salem's Transit Authority. So essentially, if you're riding a bus in Winston-Salem, you're riding a safe bus. The Montgomery bus boycott is very important to our history. But why don't we know about the Safe Bus Company just as much? Because yeah, it's important that we agitate. It's also important that we create. This is Mr. Ernest Krim III, your favorite Black History teacher, and this is Black History for Liberation.
All right, so don't. Hey, I did my part, y'all. I got.
You got it in there. You talked about. Stream it all month. We should be playing some type of clip or highlighting some inventor, giving somebody some love.
Well, hey, I did my part. I have no desire to eat after cooking and smelling it. Wow, no, we back on the cooking. We still.
Yeah, it was a bunch of comments I missed. Very different now. We have family dinners before now, and everyone eats wherever they want. I'm sticking with the Bible. Yeah, I don't know. Tasha was on something else. About the safe bus. Yeah, so that bus boycott was real. It lasted over a year. Who knew? Black gas stations we need to highlight, black inventors.
And as usual, the American way was what? They bought it out. They bought the company out. The American way.
Yeah.
Another race of people create something, you buy them out.
You take it.
And that still goes back to my irritation on how happy we are when we get a goddamn Grammy. It still irritates me on how we make that the focal point of making our career everything. And once again, yesterday, I said I was not coming at Killer Mike for his reaction. I just know that's the problem with how we are so enamored with being accepted by certain awards.
When you say coming at Killer Mike for his reaction, what reaction? He said something?
No, it was well, speak of the Killer Mike reaction. This is the giddiness right here.
Killer Mike. Michael. Atlanta is complete. You cannot tell me that you get too old. You can't tell me it's too late. You can't tell me dreams come true. It is a sleep. It is a sleep. It is a sleep.
Bring out the champagne.
So that was, and God bless him. He should be excited because of what we created. But the problem is, when these awards don't treat us correctly for years upon years upon years, and then we get something, they know they got us because they know this is the reaction that people are going to have. We are giddy over winning this shit. And I applaud Jay-Z for coming at the Grammys. I applaud Jay-Z for his speech. But I also say, why do we still attend these motherfuckers? Why do we still go to the Oscars?
Because you get more money when you're Grammy nominated.
I understand that. But
You
the
get
fact of the
more
matter
money
is,
if you win.
your money is already being made by the millions of people supporting you. So you want that crossover money. And hey, God bless.
It's like validation for artists, though, ain't it?
Why? Who is validating you? It's a damn an association who gets together and votes. People who are also in the industry, I got that explanation too, also in the industry that put votes out. So it's 1,500 people who decided that you're the shit.
Why are the words validation? I guess
go get it.
I guess Mike at the UPS store, if you employee of the month, employee of the year, you worked hard, you put your, you've been busting your behind, and that's the validation. And everybody don't get that award every year. You really want it, and you worked hard for it. But it's like, well, if they don't really care about me, why should I even try to get this every year? So like, there's a lot of people I don't know.
So once again, I want to make it clear, I am not coming at Killer Mike. I'm just coming at the fact that once they know that we are so obsessed with winning these awards, like the Oscars gave what's the Angela how did I
Bassett?
forget? Bassett, Angela Bassett, that honorary award. Still didn't give her an award for the work she did. They just say, hey, take this one, take this honorary. It's like an honorary degree at Harvard or an honorary degree at any college. You didn't do this. We didn't give it to you because you did work. We're doing this because, we want you to have one.
I see the flaw in it because I think I saw Van Lathan posted about Taylor Swift with the four album of the year's record. They said, wait, so you trying to tell me she's better than Michael Jackson, all his albums? Because no one else has ever gotten album of the year 4 times. So all these other artists that had these amazing bodies of work, all and none of them ever achieved that goal.
And why? And speak of the devil,
this means that Taylor Swift is better than Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Prince, Adele, Barbra Streisand, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Lauryn Hill. She's better. She's better than Nat King Cole. She's better than Phil Collins. She's better than Annie Lennox. Better than the Eurythmics as a group. She's better than Radiohead. She's better than Nirvana. She's better than Pearl Jam. She's better than the Rolling Stones. She's better than the Beatles. Taylor Swift has now been deemed by the Academy. She's the greatest maker of albums ever. According to the...
So, and listen, you already heard me kill everybody who said Taylor Swift moves the needle more than Beyonce. Not in our culture.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell you 3 Taylor Swift songs. Well, I couldn't tell you 2. Shake It Off is the only one that I know. But go ahead.
Lady Q said, why do you want validation from folks that has shown us through no give a fuck about you? Yeah. Now, the irony of this is the Grammys have now put out the demographics on how they've raised 32% are people who aren't white, basically African American. They got an African American spokesperson who sat up and talked about how the Grammys aren't bought. We don't, but my thing is our passion is for this Grammy, and it's not for the BET Awards. It's owned by white people too. It's not for the Soul Train Awards. I don't know who owns the Soul Train Awards. It's not for the Essence Award. It's not for the Source Awards back in the day. It's because you wanted these Grammys. The fact that Taylor Swift has won the most best album Grammys, and you're going to tell me Beyonce hasn't won one. If you're going to tell me that system isn't screwed up, then I don't know how else to point out what's screwed up.
Lemonade, Renaissance. Beyonce has some dope albums with a bunch of singles on those same albums that won multiple awards, but all of them together doesn't add up to be the greatest album. The best album of the year.
It's crazy, but put that same energy into Black award shows. Stop calling the BET Awards the EBT Awards, and it's FUBU.
But you see, Beyonce's dad said, I guess Harry Styles, the year that he beat Beyonce, the record label wanted to push him because Beyonce already has superstar status. They need to get their next artist up there to start making money. So let's get Harry Styles that award. So they pushed for that, and so
and
that's
the Grammys
and
the Grammys will make us. They want us to believe that these awards ain't bought. They want us to believe that this is a fair election that goes on, that they decide by who they want in there. Did I have Grammys aboard? Did I have that? No, I don't have that one. But they wanted to believe it.
And LaShawn's, I guess, can we create that award show? Like, because people we do issue on the BET Award. That's supposed to be our biggest night.
We created it. The culture.
But why
created
can't it get special like that? Is it because we don't have the major artists coming out for that? Like, we need the Janet Jacksons of the world to show up. How they got Celine Dion's and
we've had the Beyonces there. We've had the Jay-Z's there. We've had every big artist there. But it's not looked upon as the same as the brainwash of winning the Grammy.
I don't think we had the major artists coming out.
We had
for the
everybody.
BET Awards.
We had everybody.
With the Ushers, the Stevies,
we had the Ushers, we had the Stevies. All those people have been to the beat and performed.
Show out consistent. Like, I'm talking about A-level, old school and new school.
We've
A-level.
given Mary J. Blige, we've given Mary J. Blige honors. We've
all
given,
at the same awards. I think they're individuals. It'd be the awards where Mary would be the biggest star there. Like, why not have, like, back in the day when Michael Jackson, Motown, whatever, when every major star was there. That's what we need to get us off the ground, maybe.
Duh, how much can you get off the ground when, number one, the BET Awards are super more entertaining than the Grammy Awards for years? And it fits our culture. It gives us the people that we listen to all the time. It gives us our stars. I
want to see Eddie Murphy in the crowd. I want to see Will Smith, Jay-Z.
You've seen Will Smith.
I want to see I want one award show where all that black excellence is there. I think that's what we're missing. Not Will showed up for this one. Oh, Eddie.
That's what happens at the Grammys. Everybody doesn't show up at the Grammys every time.
It feel like all their superstars are there.
Yeah, because their superstars are white people, and they come out, but not all of them are going to be there. Not all of them.
Is enough of them that's there.
I ain't been at every Grammy. Michael Jackson wasn't at every. Madonna wasn't at every Grammy. Mariah Carey wasn't at every Grammy.
But they got so many others that it feel like it. But for us, we get spots. We get spot dates. And then we stuck with the Nellies and we need that tier. I think that'll start and set that tone. If they're coming out supporting it and as a whole, I think it'll start.
No,
us bios, like you said.
I mean, you want to try and get everybody schedules to be perfect, and everybody doesn't show up at the Grammys.
The white folk be doing it. They get enough.
But all the white folks don't show up. Not every artist.
Mike, wasn't it a lot, Mike? Wasn't it a lot compared to BET Awards when we got one or two?
BET has had a stunning. Dog, they've had Kevin Hart host the bitch. And Kevin Hart is going through the crowd. Was Will Smith
there at that one?
I don't even know if Will Smith
like what I'm saying is like all of the other artists. Were they all there?
Dog.
Celebrities, big.
So in order for us, we have to get every freaking celebrity there.
To set the tone for us.
But we've had them
to make it special.
We've had them. And speaking of the award show,
we do. It is the thing white folk has to validate us for us to feel accepted and appreciated, and I think we're programmed in our brains to think that the white man got to accept us. Look, they like us. They letting us in. They open the door for us instead of no, we got our own door.
And same thing goes for Hispanics, Latinos. Same thing goes for us. You can win a Latin Grammy. The Image Award, but you can win a Latin Grammy, but you want to win the Grammy. You want to win an
I get
Oscar.
what Jay. Thank you, Tosh, for understanding what I'm trying to get. Maybe I didn't articulate it to that degree, but
do you see the hoops that you have to go through? You have to organize superstars to say every year, in order for this to pop, every superstar has to be there. That's unheard of. Every superstar can't be there. Every superstar can't be.
If it means something.
They've been enough of them. The Diddies have been there.
We are not united in that way. The white folk, they coming out.
Dog, we are united. We just don't obsess over it the way we obsess with the Grammys. We just don't obsess over it. The Grammys and the Oscars are something we obsess over. When anybody talks about how many awards you won, when they put your resume up, when they put your musical resume up, it's not how many BET awards you won. It's not how many NAACP awards you won. It's not how many Soul Trains awards you won. It's 15-time Grammy winner, 5-time Grammy winner. I was happy about Jay-Z's X speech and calling out the Grammys, but let's not forget how he shunned Kanye from doing the same thing. Well,
it wasn't the same thing to me.
It was the same thing.
It was
exact same.
Not.
Dog, it was the exact same thing.
How did you figure that?
Kanye was complaining about Beyonce not winning an award.
Kanye interrupted someone else from their speech and made that this was Jay-Z's time.
But it was the same topic. It was the same.
But it's not the same. It is completely different.
Because
you can voice your concern, but I can't interrupt you and have the same thing as me going up for my award and speaking the same.
And what gets more attention? Which tactic got more attention? Jay-Z's speech following the rules, or Kanye getting up there and saying Beyonce
Kanye being disrespectful to another artist.
Because when you interrupt the system, the only way you change the system
and a white person said that.
Yeah, you gotta interrupt the system. Nah, we not united like how the Grammys are. I'm sorry.
We're not. Our people need to make it important for us to establish this is for us and by us. Let's do it. I'm gonna make time. Clear my schedule. We know next year when the BET Awards or whatever we're gonna call it is, let's make sure that we're there. If everyone got that together, the Samuel L. Jacksons and the Oprahs, everybody got, and this is what we're doing. We all showing up, showing out.
Y'all really forget when Rob Johnson owned BET before he sold it to Viacom. Everybody was showing up. So y'all do understand we don't even own that. That got sold out too. So understand, even that got bought out. Just like the bus company got bought out, that got bought out. And I'm not mad at Rob Johnson for making whatever he made, $1 billion or whatever he made. Hey, you got to do what you got to do for yourself.
What you say is how you say. Kanye said it the wrong way.
That's what they said about Malcolm X. I'm not comparing Kanye to Malcolm X. That's what they said about Martin and Malcolm X.
But you got Hov has some
That's what they said about. That's what they said about the Black Panthers. That's exactly what they said about the Black Panthers. Oh, it's legal to have guns, but they can't have guns. Oh, no, they're threatening us.
I get what she's saying.
We don't like the way they're being spoken.
Sometimes, in order to be really impactful, you got to make sure it's received in the way that's intended.
The way they like it. The way they like it. The way they like it.
Hov was able to articulate. Like you said, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. I love that. Because that's like my new thing now. When I get nervous, that's my line. I get nervous, I tell the truth. So he spoke his truth, but he did it in a way that was received differently than when Kanye did it, interrupting someone.
Yeah. But if you don't interrupt the system, it don't change. And you know what? I'm not critiquing Jay-Z. I'm not telling no man. I don't know what I would have said in front of millions of people, but it would have been really impactful. And I'm just saying this: Monday quarterbacking, backseat driving. If Jay-Z would have said, and that being said, this would be the last Grammys I will ever attend. And then the earth would have shook. This is the last Grammys me and my wife will ever attend. Good night. God bless. Come on, Blue.
Mic drop. Come on, Blue.
Come on, Blue. Now, no segue, but if you would have said that, now listen, man, I don't know if I would have.
That would have been impactful.
But that would have been on some Kanye shit. But the fact of the matter is, nobody will say that because it's the Grammys, and I don't want to put a statement out there like that. I don't want to put it when I get drunk.
When I get drunk, I tell the truth.
Sometimes I tell the truth when I get drunk. Sometimes I tell the truth. When I get drunk, I tell the truth. The way they like it, and the shake the table.
Shaking the table.
Shake the table.
Facts,
Ice Cube is trying to shake the table with the NBA, he putting a suit against them, trying to be like, oh, y'all trying to stop my 3-on-3 tournament because I'm filling arenas and I'm getting people to support and stuff like that. And now the NFL jumped in and said they're gonna support him. I said, wow, he got to go next year when they give
they
the
can't
album
give
of the year.
Beyonce now because it's going to be so obvious.
It's going to be so obvious.
They can't.
They had to give it to her. Listen, people, the
Well,
Grammys.
She got to put out another album out in order.
The Grammys know that they dropped the ball. They know they should have given, but what they did is what was said by Harry Styles and Beyonce's father is that what they do is they use the Grammys to blow up the next superstar. So if that's Adele and Beyonce's in the category, it's all business. Let's give it to Adele so we can keep this ball rolling, create another Beyonce.
Yeah, you need another Beyonce. Even Adele said, I don't deserve it. Lemonade should have got this or whatever album that was. Beyonce deserved this award. This ain't for me. Yeah, who's next? You already a superstar. You don't need it.
But this is my point, and but this is what this is what Killer Mike is dancing for, saying it's unbelievable. And no diss, I know that sounded like this, no diss. But when they know that we are so passionate about winning this damn award, they know they can continue to treat people the way they want to treat it. If they know you thirsty and they know you need it, they know that burger that we have, even though it ain't the same burger that we feed everybody else, and we don't give you the burger the same way we give everybody else the burger on the same terms, you got to jump through hoops to get this burger. They know they got you. They're gonna do just what the Oscars did. It's gonna be black next year. Yeah,
black. Yeah.
They're already. I got the statement. They already put out the statement on how it's voted on. They already did damage control on how it's voted for and the people that vote for it and how this is not right. We're doing it the right way and all that other stuff. You should have got it.
She said she should have got it for Lemonade. Tosh was saying like Beyonce should have got it. Yeah. She had so many albums that, yeah. But hey, single of the year, record of the year.
Then you get people like Shannon Sharp, who I like Shannon Sharp, who say Taylor Swift moves the needle more than Beyonce. No, the fuck she doesn't in our culture.
Not in our culture. Yeah, because I don't think our culture can name three.
Nobody.
Can you name 3 Taylor Swift songs?
No.
Like I know Shake It Off. Shake It Off. Shake Ooh. Players gonna play. I heard that one.
And my thing is with this is that my daughters, I'm not speaking from a 52-year-old. I'm speaking for a 20-year-old and 2 17-year-olds. They ain't never asked me to go to a Taylor Swift concert. They ain't never played a Taylor Swift song in the car while we were driving. They ain't never. And I'm not dissing Taylor Swift.
She gonna get it for Lemonade next year. That'll be funny.
Next year they'll give it. All they're giving
the
her
remastered version. So they're gonna re-release it, and that'll be the reason they got to do it. Okay.
And then they'll give her honorary. You want an honorary lifetime achievement award for Beyonce. Or they'll do some type of lifetime achievement award, and they'll have all the performers perform all the Beyonce hits, and at the end, Destiny's Child to come out and they'll perform and they'll milk it for their ratings, all because the pressure got put on by Jay-Z. But who wants it like that? If we weren't so thirsty for it.
No, we are. The white folk validation is real. That's a real thing. Even in corporate America, everyone at your jobs, that white person that's running the show, I'm assuming it is, like for those who ain't working for themselves, yeah, you want that validation. It's that performance review time of the year. You're getting your pay raises. You need that white man or white woman to validate you. So you're working towards impressing them. And I think maybe that's the mindset we've in life growing up. From all these years, it's always how do we impress the white man? How can we get to be a house Negro? How do we get you need the white man to validate you? And I think that's somewhat programmed in us in our DNA, to be honest. I think it's deeper.
I'm not even arguing with it. And when Dame Dash sat on the Breakfast Club and everybody was yelling at him, he kept saying, "No, I'm not. I don't want my child to become an employee. I'm teaching my kids how to be bosses." And everybody was like, well, and I love the Breakfast Club. Envy's a friend. Charlamagne's a friend. Well, not a close friend, but I know Charlamagne. Angela Yee's super cool with me. I'm not dissing the Breakfast Club anyway. But Dame Dash was trying to tell you, at the end of the day, you're working for somebody. And you want somebody's validation, even if you just want the check. And as everyone's so hyped about the Grammy Awards, and they showed the 50th hip-hop stuff last year, not even one day of... and didn't show Killer Mike's speech. Well, they did show Killer Mike's speech. I thought I saw.
No, it wasn't televised.
It wasn't.
All three of his was not televised.
That's why his ass got arrested afterwards.
Because everything was televised. Them handcuffs. Them doing the perp walk.
Televised.
That part was televised. Yeah.
If you don't know we not respected now, then that is their fault. That's our fault. It is. And look, I hate the quote because I argued this up and down. And y'all gonna laugh with Shawnee Scott when she said the problem is the NBA won't make their own league. And I was like, yeah, but it's damn near impossible to make your own league. Well, if you're not gonna make your own league, they'll give you your hundreds of millions of dollars, but you ain't in control of this. The NFL, if you're not gonna make your own league, you're not in control of this.
Could it be a Grammys if no black people, no black artists?
That's all. That was the first thing I was thinking.
Like, could it really be a Grammy if no black people supported and came there?
Yeah,
no
artists. They would make it happen. They'd make it happen. I bet you the crazy thing is if people of color protested at the Grammys, I bet you behind closed doors, they would be happy. They just wouldn't be happy because of the public outcry that would be, and they'd catch the bad media, and they'd catch the social media attack. If everybody said, we're just not going to the Grammys. We don't think it's fair. There's no need for us to waste our time. It would be even crazy if the Oscars did it. But the Oscars in Hollywood have such a way of blackballing people. I don't know if they could blackball every
Oscars
black
so
actor.
white, but they made up for it the following year, right? After Oscars so white, then they said, we're going to give a bunch of black awards out next year. Yep, everybody back on the train now. Everything back to normal.
So sad, generational curse. People still think they made it when they wear or drive a palm-colored labels. They have made it. Yeah,
it's in our DNA. I swear it is. WNBA starts.
Ain't
nobody
shut your ass. So why you gotta be disrespectful, yo? Well, man, why you gotta come at the WNBA? Leave them alone. Like,
we definitely can't have NBA without black players. You can't have NFL. I don't think if we all united. But them athletes, they can't lose that bread. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of sacrifice.
And why can't they lose the bread? Because the culture in America has made it that you are supposed to have $100,000 cars and $10 million homes, and you're supposed to have multiple homes, and you're supposed to have $600,000 worth of jewelry. And J.R. Smith said it so honestly. J.R. Smith said the dumbest thing I ever did was throw hundreds of thousands of dollars at strip clubs when I could have fed my community, and I could have changed my community with the money I spent over there. It just says Jay-Z and Beyonce have been in the industry long enough to know how it works. Yeah, they know. What are they crying about? They received awards. They weren't necessarily the best song or person also. Question, why do they keep going to the places where they say they are not wanted?
What Charlemagne say, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. I always remember him saying that quote, go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
But if they asked Charlemagne to host the Oscars, he probably would.
He used to be all white before the Oscars. Yeah, Oscars so
well,
white.
Look at the audience. How much white is it now? I mean, it's not all white. If people of color boycotted anything, we could enact change. We spend the most money of any ethnicity. You're absolutely right. We won't do it.
We couldn't boycott. Remember, we were supposed to not buy gas for like 2 days to make us. It was something, and we couldn't even get that together. People were still buying gas, so it's hard for people to unite. That's why I said that bus boycott that you mentioned, Mike, for over a year. Is zero chance we could do something like that now. Zero.
And have to walk to work.
You have to walk to work in the weather, the rain, no matter what, for over a year. People, they couldn't do it.
But you know it's possible. We just choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we. I didn't exclude myself.
Sacrifice is real.
The sacrifice is absolutely real. Absolutely real. And it takes a lot. But when they give you, when you get the house and you got your kids in a home and you got them in a good school district that you claim is a good school district, and what's the code for good school district?
White.
Okay. So when you get there, now they give you enough where they go, are you willing to sacrifice it all? So when Colin Kaepernick sacrificed it all, and there were a lot of people our color, decided, Stephen A. Smith of the world decided, I'm gonna protect the NFL. And your own folks destroy you and start picking apart your presentation, aka it's the way you say it. It's the way you say it. You got to say it the right way. You can't just kneel on the sidelines. You can't just interrupt our game and kneel on the sidelines. You can't Kanye West it. Out the league.
Done. They're done.
Now the players, once again, if you do this to another race of people, and I'm not going to mention a name, if you do this to another race of people, they shut down. They shut it down. And this is a compliment to that race of people, which I'm not going to mention because I don't know how this gets taken on YouTube.
The J, the E.
They shut down. They go, you will not treat us like this. You will not say this on a record about us.
You scared to even say the letters of the name to spell it out, huh, Mike?
I say with Kanye, I didn't get the transfer to Kanye thing where he just said he couldn't get access to any venues. His first show, he sold out in 7 minutes at United Center in Chicago, sold it out in 7 minutes. But for the past year, all the venues have been saying that they have no availability for him, for Kanye, who you know is going to sell out.
Guaranteed sell out.
It's guaranteed sell out. If Kanye comes to Philly, I'm going. Kanye went to Dallas, I went. Yes, you could stop buying these designer labels from these racist owners. Pick one industry and boycott. They'll get their attention. Yeah, but we won't because we want to be at the fashion shows in France.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be on the runway.
The new Louis.
Pharrell wants to make the new lunchbox. The new Louis lunchbox is going to cost $1,500. It's a little lunch bag that you're going to
start
have.
with a J. The Jewish community is what he's scared to say, Diane. I say it.
And you know what? I applaud them because they don't play those games. Whether you agree or disagree, they don't play the games. We failed Colin Kaepernick. We failed him miserably.
We failed him horribly. We
failed him miserably.
He put his neck out there and
I had a young black man that I was doing a podcast.
Okay, goes to show that I said the Jewish community. No, we good. You can say Jewish. You can say black. You can say white.
This young man was like 22. I was doing a podcast when I worked with Dallas. He called Colin Kaepernick a sellout because he took the money in the lawsuit. I said, well, what other recourse did he have? If they blacked the ball from the league, well, if you're going to take the money, then it was all about the money. This is what I'm talking about. The man went through the legal courts that the Constitution says we can do, and another person of his race called him a sellout. It's deep, yo.
So what could we boycott as a community, as the African American black community that can really have an impact? Like, what do you think that would be, Mike?
Get Hispanics involved in this. Get Latinos.
You need is black.
You got to get black and brown people. If we could boycott one thing,
like one thing, what would it be?
But what do we? What do we want? What do we want in this boycott? Like, what is it? I'm thinking of something. What would we want in this boycott?
You're just showing that the black dollar means something. We want to have the black dollar, so you need to listen to us. The black dollar is important.
It's a good question. Hey, if y'all got an answer for that, you cannot go to Jewish community and shop. They don't play that. Try to enroll your kids in their schools. I don't know if you've experienced that and you know that. I don't know that to be true. I don't know.
Boycott. Well, you got the wrong black person if it is, because I'll be out. Like, or I stock up for a year. But go ahead.
I'm trying to think. What could you boycott?
No, in all seriousness though, is there something that as the black community that could be boycotted to show the black dollar is important and we need to be heard? And then who's going to lead that charge? I always say Barack can lead that charge, to be honest. He can
Barack's not going to lead that charge.
I know he's not, but he could be that modern day Martin.
He's in with the system too. You want to get this guy killed? Because that's what they would do. This is complicated because
it's crazy though. In 2024, to say if a black leader stood up to take the reign and try to run with that to have positive change, he's putting his life at risk because the YTs will want him out. That's crazy, but that's the reality.
Every person of color protested, and every person of color in America took every nickel that they had in the bank out the bank. And they withdrew all their money. And they decided they would not purchase anything but food. Nothing but food. Would not purchase any products for, 6 months. But it have to be, what do you want
You sounded confusing though.
No,
So taking
I'll
how's
just
taking
keep
the
it like
money
this.
out the banks, and then what does only purchasing food got to do? Like,
Well,
I was thinking like one lane.
Okay, well, you take all your monies out the bank. All your money out the bank. You take everything. Every person of color takes their money out the bank, and we will not deal with banks again until what do you want? Because if you took the money, first of all, the banks are so shady, they couldn't possibly give us all our money at the same time. They don't have all our money at the same time. They don't even have the money to give us because they used it to invest. And they use our loans as collateral. So if we decided we take every penny out the bank, now what do we want? Everybody on February 12th will withdraw every penny out the bank.
It'll cause a wave.
Oh, the economy would go crazy. But what are you willing? And whoever led this, whoever led people, whoever was the godsend that was able to. Now I'm thinking off the top, y'all. So if y'all want to break it down, y'all can break it down.
Have a black-owned bank and have that spread, and that's what they.
Or maybe if that you take all the money out and all, because remember there was that run where everybody was putting their money in black gold banks.
Yeah,
Put your money in black gold banks.
Killer Mike was pushing. I remember I started
black gold banks. Black gold banks. So if
yeah.
everybody decided that bank. Because now you don't have to. It ain't 1984. You got to use a bank that's in your city. No, you can electronically get on your phone and transfer your money to a black bank. And everybody said that we're doing that until we get what? I don't know what that what is. Unless you say minimum wage has to go up to $30 an hour. I don't know. I'm just thinking the banks would lure people back in with deals like open an account and get a free 1K, and folks agree. Random Rick, you got a point. But if everybody stood fast and said, unless the minimum wage goes up to 30, I don't know what you would ask for. I don't know. Maybe that would be the tactic to get reparations. I don't know.
I get you.
And then you know what black people would be called? Or people who took part in this, people of color, they'd be called terrorists because they would be saying that they're trying to destroy the financial well-being of the country, and they'd be labeled as terrorists.
It's my money. What you mean?
But they label us. They would. They just would. That's the crazy.
I'm gonna get my 1K though. I'll be back.
Trust me.
See,
they got my money.
Niggas like you. Like, come on. What are we doing?
They got my money.
A little 1K. You're like, well, it's been a fun ride, y'all, but I'm taking my talents back.
All right, let me see. If, my baby dad, mom and dad. Let me see if I got one quick one that we can roll on out of here. And then, Jay. So I don't know if you saw this. Let me give you this one real quick. This was Gail King. Tell me how you feel about this story she told. Tell me how you feel about this story.
I was really excited, very excited about it. We had gone out maybe 2 months, and then he said he really needed to talk to me. Sure, what is it? Do you think you could lend me $4,000? And I'm like, oh, God.
He jumped out with 4,000 out the gate, though?
I know. It's so
funny.
He
didn't test the water?
You know what Oprah said? God, I would have felt better if he had said $40,000.
You just went in your purse. Here you go. Here you go.
Because here's somebody who was making, 6 figures, successful. And when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. And this was Sunday, and he said, I promise I'll pay you back by Thursday. And he did pay me back on Thursday, but I didn't feel the same. But he did, to his credit, pay me back on Thursday. But it just changed the relationship for me. It changed the relationship for me.
And you see the caption says, this is why men don't ask for help. So it confused me because if I loan, she said I couldn't look at the person the same. And in my mind, if I loan you $4,000 and you say you're going to give it to me back on Thursday and you give it to me back on Thursday, I'm not going to look at you the same. I'm going to look at you in a brighter light because I'm like, yo, you came through. Like, okay, I see where your character lies. I see what you're doing. But for her, she couldn't look at him the same. I was just wondering what you thought about that because I was confused.
No, it's not confusing to me. It's very clear. Is dating someone for only 2 months, that's a money grab. Down the road, next 4 months from now, it's going to be another loan. It's going to be this, and then it's going to turn into you not paying me back. That's not the way you start a relationship off. You can't borrow money from me 2 months after we dating, and I'm not tainted in my brain of thinking you're not authentic. You're using me. So yeah, it's a tainted. It's a wrap. I appreciate you paying me back as you should, a man of your word. But I know that this ain't. I'm done. There's no way. I don't trust you. I don't believe in you.
So what if the person doesn't ask you for money again?
I can't see that happening. 2 months in and you asking me now, you're going to ask me again. Your lifestyle, and it's for child support. Like you mismanage your money. You're not responsible. All these thoughts are going through my head. You're not the one for me. No way whatsoever am I rocking out with you. It's going to be a headache. 2 months in, there's levels to this. Now, if we 2 years in, that's a whole different ball game. But 2 months, nah. Nope.
But you automatically don't look at you don't even wait to see if they're going to ask you again?
Nope. I'm done. They're done. You cannot ask me for a loan 2 months after dating and then think, nah, you deadbeat, something ain't right. Like you mismanage your money.
If the person, because people who live this whole making six figures, if you don't think people who make six figures live check to check, then you're out your mind. They do.
No, they do. I know they do.
Yeah. They do. People who make seven figures live check to check. There are people who are living check to check who are making
your lifestyle is determining. Lifestyle change.
If let's say he didn't ask her for the money because he didn't want to spoil anything, and then something came up where his legal situation with the child support because he was late on it, he goes to jail. Now you're gonna look at him differently for that too, right?
Yes, Mike. We're not meant to be 2 months into dating. We're not meant to be if money's involved. Whereas though I'm the cash cow, you're dating Gail. You're dating whoever it is.
Well, I'm asking you if he didn't ask, and he said, "I'm gonna suck it up."
Yeah, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm a man. I need to figure it out. Well, I'm an adult. I need to figure it out.
You can try and figure out anything else. You can try and figure a bunch of stuff out, but then he gets locked up for being late on child support. She's gonna look at him differently then too, right?
Well, yeah, the relationship is likely going to be over because now you're a deadbeat. You can't pay this.
So you can't make a mistake. So you need a perfect person.
No, what I need is to see your true, authentic self in these earlier stages. I know you're not for me. If that was the result, this is not a good fit. I'm going in a different direction. I'm just being totally honest. No, I'm good.
Hey, that's how you feel. I
am good.
To me, I'm looking at it like, okay, you in a bad situation. I'm not going to keep loaning you money, but I'm not going to look at you differently if you did what you said you were going to do. How do people live check to check making six figures? It's called a mortgage. It's called car insurance. It's called car notes. It's called childcare. It's called taxes that you have to pay for property taxes. It's called having to pay the government $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 a year because you're making the six figures. It's called all of that.
If you live below, you'll be okay. When you make more money, we tend to spend more money, which requires more money, and now you can have yourself caught up in a situation.
But if you live below, then you live below, you're not living in the neighborhood that you want your family to live in.
I live in now.
If you live below, your kids aren't going to the school you want them to go to. If you live below, your kids aren't getting the training that they need, whether it be in academics, intellectually, with tutors and stuff like that. Getting prepared for SATs, having to pay money for getting prepared for SATs, having to pay money for having your kids in activities because you want your kids to be well-rounded. And it's not always living above your means. It's not always living above your means.
A majority of it, a lot of people.
It's not a majority. It's not a majority of it.
Because you didn't necessarily need to get 2 luxury vehicles or live in that dream house. You could have stayed in a nice house that didn't have you want. I make more. I deserve it.
That's not everybody. I didn't splurge.
Well, you were taking care of multiple households. So that's the difference.
But that's the thing that people don't understand. What you're having to take care of in order to make the six figures affects the six figures. So I had to live in an apartment. I had to pay 2 cable bills, a rent, a mortgage. I had to pay insurance for this car, apartment insurance for the insurance the apartment I was living in. And then I had to pay for homeowners insurance here. That's what it takes. A Honda Accord and a Toyota.
If you do that.
Listen. Off the door, you get a new Honda Accord. You're starting at $40,000.
No, ain't no new Hondas at 40.
Dog, I just went car shopping.
A new Honda is not 40. You're in the 30s, but you're in the low 30s.
You haven't shopped for a car at a brand new dealership. I just went there. I just
I'm trying
went.
to think. My daughter just got her K5. What was that? 20.
Yes, I said a new Honda Accord.
That was brand new, 0 miles. I'm thinking you're in the low 30s for a Honda. Stop it.
No, you're not. You're not, dog. I just went.
What kind of Honda? Wait, maybe that's what they're probably.
Honda,
not no CRV.
Bottom line is a Honda
But
Accord.
either way, but I get what you're saying.
Her
but
car payment is going to be $400.
What she's saying is, you don't necessarily need the bigger. You don't need the $500,000 house. You can do the $350,000 house with the Honda and not have the $500,000.
A $350,000 house. You're now paying $2,400 a month for your mortgage.
Just because anyone can get what they want, but can they truly afford it and live comfortable? And then when your brakes go bad and you got that $1,500 bill that you got to pay, or this comes up and this, like, we got to remember that. That's that financial literacy.
If somebody comes at you with child support and something happened and they raised your child support and it goes up extremely because you're now making 6 figures, that changes everything. Now you can live in a cheaper area to allow you to afford private school extra. It's all about money. It is. But what I'm saying is most of America is living check to check, and people are trying to be financially responsible. But
don't borrow money from me in 2 months in.
Well, that's fine. Never ever buy a new car. I don't buy new cars either. But I bought the last new car, my car. I didn't buy new. $40,000 is nothing compared to trying to push a Benz or a Range Rover. That's different. If you want to push a Benz or a Range Rover, I get it.
You're at 70 to 80 easily.
But do you understand what we're saying? 40,000 ain't nothing. I would like y'all. One day we're gonna do making $180,000 and break down the bills monthly. Just basic bills. Break down the bills monthly. From the electric to the water to the internet.
And then you're going to see that the bigger your house, the bigger the amount of money your bills are. So less in the house. Less in that, so that the mortgage is lesser.
I'm going to break it down to a house that costs $310,000.
$300,000.
Yeah, just $300,000.
$300,000 house.
$2,400 a month. Not including. Then you got to put the taxes in there, which raised the mortgage because I took it where I paid the taxes automatic. And we'll break it down to see how much you're going to wind up having. And if an emergency happens, if any emergency happens, see how fast you'll be not check to check, but you'll be in debt. But we'll do that exercise. We'll do that exercise here. Because fortunately, the only thing I ever kept organized was these notebooks. I got the bills from like 5 years ago, all stacked up in these books to tell you. I can give you the line items on where this is all going. Not to mention proms, not to mention senior trips, not to mention Christmas, because we love Christmas, don't we?
It's additional.
Oh, Christmas.
Oh, Valentine's Day. You got all these holidays,
Mother's
Days, and yeah.
Not to mention that anniversary. Not to mention that engagement ring. Not to mention paying for that wedding. All of a sudden, $180,000 don't seem too much.
Oh, now your kid wants swim lessons. You got to add that in.
You got to add that. Don't forget that yearly vacation because the kids want to go to Disney World. That's a quick, back in the day, $5,000, which I heard is now close to $10,000 to take a family of 4 to Disney World. I'm just saying, but we'll do the exercise. All right, y'all. It's been a good show. Hopefully, we'll have more of the squares back tomorrow. Jay Black here today. Hopefully, he'll be back tomorrow. March 21st. Let you know, March 21st. It goes down to Newark Symphony Hall. If you are in the area, make sure you come check that out. Once again, it could be Bob Sumner might be on making it happen. I'm starting at 7 a.m. every day. We messed up yesterday due to technical difficulties, so make sure you go to Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends YouTube page. What I tell you, you can watch it on my Facebook and share it. If you feel like sharing it, hey, y'all do enough by waking up and rocking with us. But if you feel like sharing it, please share it. Spread the word that we're on here. We've got some new people. And I always pronounce good show, fellas. Thanks, and everyone have a great day. Yeah, LaShawn. I hope I'm saying it right, but she came on here yesterday. We've got some new people coming on every day. If you can share it and just spread the word, if you enjoyed yourself, I'll be on here at 7 a.m. because I'm trying to make this pop into something for the Takeover Legends because I don't want to be in this commercial.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to.
Don't want that. Love me for who I am. not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything. You fight for your partner's passcode to the phone, the email, the Instagram, to TikTok. You fight for likes and views. You fight for that promotion. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone take it from you. From Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, we are gone. Go on, Dane. It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out, or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah. Go.